technologies, but also Chinese know-how. And that know-how becomes embedded into the local environment and adds to the ladder that enables the developing countries to begin their own journeys of economic development and modernisation. So all of that happening for an economy that some folks, particularly in 2023, talked about as being on the verge of collapse. There's an interesting aspect to all of that because in some ways there's a little bit of wish casting that such a folks just wish that China would go away. And then there's also another dimension which isn't so much wish casting but a sort of an attempt to puff your own chest, which is China's collapsing and we're okay kind of thing. And I don't think either of those are particularly useful. They're not particularly accurate, and so you don't get the grasp of what's going on with reality anyway. And just because you can dominate narratives doesn't mean that you can control reality. So, reality continues to do what it does, and those who are willing to engage with reality as reality are finding ways to take advantage of the opportunities that reality presents. Those who want to continue living in their own fabricated world of simulacra, well, I guess they will wake up and see that reality has continued to move on regardless of what.
I want to do two things. I have kind of a question, but before I get to the question, you have, along with several other leading minds, created a new media for exploring these kinds of ideas. Could you go ahead and plug where we can find your conversations with these other world thinkers?
Yeah, look, a little while ago, partly in reaction to the evident intent of NATO to expand into Asia, a group of us in the alternative media, social media space decided that it was important to put a perspective forward to amplify the voice and also provide opportunities for people who are interested in what's happening in our world to access information and engage in information and conversation. So we formed what has been a alliance, if you will, that we call Multipolar Peace. And you can find a very simple website, multipolarpeace.com. And the website at this stage really does one thing and one thing only, and that is it provides links to content creators and providers that we believe are making constructive contributions to how we understand what's happening in the world and how we can begin to think and talk about multipolar peace. So it's a resource repository to start with. We have a form there that people can fill in. I've been having a few technical problems with the database, but hopefully that'll be sorted out in the next day or so, and that will help provide people with updates on new content. In the meantime, what I have been doing is using my own Substack, is Rockwell Social Funding, or whatever it is, where I do a few daily updates, as well as my longer form articles from time to time. But the daily updates will just highlight 2 or 3 pieces of new independent media that I think are interesting and which people, if they have the time, will then go and have a look at it. Where this goes from there, none of us knows, but perhaps it will provoke local conversations in different parts of the world where people will have dinner conversations, in a sense, about what these issues are and be informed about them, and maybe from there also contribute to local peace movement, advocating for multipolar peace, for a positive peace, for embracing otherness as opposed to merely tolerating it and wanting to obliterate it. But in the first instance, we really just wanted to say to the world, we share concerns about the direction of things, that there's a bunch of us who just want to work with each other to amplify voices. And there's only 4 things that everybody in a sense agrees to.